You are now entering the world of Musings of a Geek podcast network. Stay geeky, my friends.
It's about comic books and movies. Growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Man, that sucked. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote
And all
scripts.
right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 62. I'm Jason.
I am Jeff.
Blake is not here. He's off serving our country for the next couple weeks.
So I want to extend a thanks to Blake for, being one of the volunteers to keep us all safe and save our way of life.
And unfortunately, we don't have Crazy Homeless Blake here this week.
No, we don't.
But we got Crazy Homeless Jeff Morris in the house. Actually, no, you're not. You're just film critic. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you.
It was just going to be a Jeff Now and Me show, but you decided to step in, and we appreciate that. So
I thought I'd try to step in and take Blake's place.
nobody really can take Blake's place, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, you got to go off on a tangent and take 10 minutes to explain the simplest story.
And then you got to keep cutting Jeff off for questions, which is great. As a third party here, I enjoy it. Jeff?
No, not so much.
Did I tell you about the one time I almost walked into the women's restroom?
No, you did not.
Wait, that was the whole story.
Man, Blake's getting picked on and he's not even here to defend himself. He's going to shank you when he gets back.
Oh, and apparently I had heard, this is based on the story Blake brought up last week about what the study on the average size of the
Male penis?
Male penis.
It's 5.1 inches.
I was well aware of that. Well, I read the study. It brought my spirits way up.
Oh, okay.
But I learned today that North Dakota is the state with the largest penises.
Congratulations, North Dakota. We have a big fan up there, no pun intended. Hold on. There we go. Jordan's from North Dakota.
Ah.
So congratulations, Jordan. Your state's the biggest penis.
What's the average size in North Dakota?
18 inches around.
They didn't tell us that. It was the little thing that they had, like the thing that each state, they went state by state about what they're the best at or something, and North Dakota's was they have the largest penis.
Yeah, but there's only like 12 people up there. So
yeah, and they all are pretty well hung, apparently.
Well, let's be real. A couple people could be 7 to 8 inches, and that just throws off the metrics right there. It's a small sample size.
Apparently, when they were doing the study, apparently there was no difference in race either. So, like African people have no bigger penises than white people or Asian people.
I find that hard to believe.
Wow.
I'm not a connoisseur, but I kind of trust the study.
What about South Americans? You're talking from every continent. No change, no difference. Okay. Well, that only took a minute to talk about penises. Let's see. We got listener feedback.
Listener feedback from number one fan Doug.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Yeah, so we'll give it to you.
Yes. Spider-Man, finally in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. How geeked out are you for it? And how much money does Civil War make with him in it?
I'm not that much geeked out. I don't think he'll add a whole lot to what they already have planned. And I think it makes pretty much the same amount, maybe a slight bit more with him in it.
I'm a little disappointed because I'd rather have Black Panther as one of the main guys in Avengers.
Yeah.
Instead of Spider-Man, because supposedly they switched them out.
Yeah.
Black Panther's still in it, but he doesn't have as big of a role. They kind of gave that to Spider-Man. That's the rumor. I like Spider-Man, but I'm not really that I'm glad that he's going to be in it, but I don't think he's vital for Civil War.
No, I never liked when they brought Spider-Man in as an Avenger. Anyway,
No.
It's totally contrasting to the type of book that Spider-Man is and the type of hero he is.
And he's also a teacher now in the X-Men Academy.
Oh yeah, well,
It doesn't matter. It's all going away here.
yeah, it's all going away by the summer, so it doesn't matter.
I
what
hope
they
all
do.
the X-Men go away and they actually bring the 1990s X-Men into just the comic book world now. That's all that's left. Because they're in Battle World.
Yeah, I know, and that would be terrible.
That would be awesome. You would have Wolverine as a Englishman? What was he in that? Australian. He was Australian in it.
Yeah, whoever had the accent or whatever didn't know what a Canadian accent was,
No,
apparently.
no. So they went Australian, which makes sense. So, Jeff, you excited? Morris, you excited about Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, he doesn't really seem to mesh with the Avengers that I've seen. I'm just talking movies because I'm not real familiar with the comic books, but movies he doesn't really seem to mesh with the
gods and everything else.
Yeah, the magic and the whole mindset of the Avenger heroes. Even like he's kind of the teenager who kind of jokes around and I don't know. It just doesn't seem to.
I think after Avengers 2, then you got Infinity War. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, but that's going to be Avengers 3.
No, I get that, but I mean that's what it's called, right? Infinity War.
I think so.
Yeah, and then you got the sequel, the second part of it.
Yeah.
I think after that, then I think all the main characters are gone. I think you're going to have Spider-Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, maybe Ms. Marvel.
I mean, you're talking 8 years away.
Correct,
so.
but I think that's the blueprint that they'll eventually go more to the street kind of Avengers, Ms. Marvel excluded. I think that's where you're going to go to. So, how much money is it going to make?
Oh,
We're going to take numbers here. I can get my pen.
$450 million.
Okay, $450 million. This is only domestic. What about you, Morris? What are you saying?
Is the new Avengers this year? Or
Yes.
Well, but we're talking Civil War,
Civil
which
War.
is Captain America.
Oh, that's Captain America. I'm sorry, that's right. So that is next year. Next May.
so that's Captain America 3.
It goes Avengers 2,
Yeah.
and then
Then Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, and then next year is Captain America Civil War, which will have Spider-Man, Black Panther,
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Hawkeye is in it now.
Yeah,
they
I did
officially
see that.
signed Hawkeye for it. So basically, it's
So
all.
he's not dying in this
Nope,
Avengers.
he's coming back.
You said he would.
I thought he would. I think Jeremy Renner realized that he doesn't want to be an Edward Norton and leave, or Terrence Howard, or. So how
Lou
much?
Ferrigno.
Oh, boo. What do you think, Morris? How much do you think Captain America 3 will make?
305.
Ooh, okay. I'm going with $1. Can I go in that right below?
You can't go
I'm not going
$1,
to.
but
I thought his price is right.
oh no, we're allowed to go
Closest
over.
amount
We're allowed to go over.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go $3.95. Is what I'm saying. There you go.
So you were going to go $1 and then you went higher than me?
Yes.
He's
Yes.
not too bright.
Hey. SMRT. How about some love for Kevin Costner? He financed Black or White himself for $9 million and has made over $21 million so far.
Hey, anytime you can finance it yourself, I wish you'd get your money back so more people would have the balls to finance it themselves, other than having to rely on the studio to do so. So hey, I'll give him some love.
Golf clap. Way to be, Costner. So, did you see Black or White, Morris?
This probably isn't the Michael Jackson song.
No. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. That was my Michael.
Wow. Well, that
Good
wasn't
as
too
your
bad.
Robert De Niro.
Talking to me.
I don't know black or white.
Kevin Costner and his ex-wife, I think, are battling custody, and his daughter is African American in it. I think is
Yeah,
part of
they
it.
adopted a daughter, and they're I can't remember the
I
exact
think that's
story,
part of it. Made $21 million, so good job, Costner. It's got to be better
It's
than
been out in
Postman.
the movie theaters?
Yes.
I haven't heard anything about this.
There was it. I don't.
Oh, small independent. So
Yeah.
But
it's
Kevin Costner, you'd think that it'd at least have a preview or two on movies.
I saw
well, but
previews
see,
on
the
TV.
thing is, he financed it himself, so he couldn't take out all the money to to advertise or whatever that the studios give you. So
Made double the profit. That's more than Jupiter Ascending is going to make.
we'll get to that later in the episode.
Jupiter Descending, which is, I think, officially out of the theaters now.
I don't know. Could be.
I think it is. Okay.
Well, next we'll go on to Snake Oil Comics at SOC Podcast.
Will you be picking up the Joel Schumacher Batman comics? This is scary.
They let Joel Schumacher write comics?
Well, yes.
No, I will not be picking up the Joel Schumacher Batman
Is it an
comics.
attempt at redemption?
I think so.
Or are they just telling his movie stories in
I don't
the
know.
comics?
Why don't we go to the? Why don't we?
Why don't we check
go
out
to the computer, chap?
All right.
Computer, please tell us. His original idea was for Batman 5, he was going to go back to being darker, and Scarecrow was going to be in it.
Oh, I thought he was going the other way. I thought he was trying to go completely...
No, he wanted it to go a little bit darker, and they kept pushing the toys and all that. So that's why he kind of went a little bit lighter, and then obviously he just, went crazy. Supposedly on the Batman and Robin, is that the worst one? Batman and Robin? Yes.
Yeah, Batman and Robin is the
With
worst
Mr.
one.
Freeze. Nice to see you.
It's not even from that movie. That's from The Simpsons.
You know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Doesn't even make sense, Arnold. Who cares? But no, originally on the director's commentary on the DVD, basically Joel Schumacher spends the whole film apologizing for the movie. So I would like to hear that. Just, of course, I would have to watch the movie again.
I do like Scarecrow a lot.
Yeah.
I think he's my... It goes between Joker and Scarecrow. They're like completely different types of villains, but Scarecrow is sometimes my favorite, Joker is sometimes my
Did you see
favorite.
the Scarecrow episode of Gotham?
Yes.
That was good. That was really good.
Yeah, I did like it.
And it is creepy as anything. We were talking about it last week when the kid's in the hospital bed at the end. And you see the Scarecrow running over him. Everybody's all caught up. I'm finally caught up on Gotham.
Finally.
Yes. I watched 2.5 episodes last night, so I'm all caught up. I'm kind of glad Fish Mooney's dying, probably, or going away.
Yeah, apparently she's not going to be back for season 2.
Yeah, she signed a 1-year contract.
And Jada Pinkett's not coming back.
Which they obviously signed her just to get a name out there, to get some press, which is fine. And I wouldn't mind if she did come back down the road, but I don't think so.
She seemed to be making a comeback at the end of the last episode, didn't she?
Yes, but
It's probably leading up to the 4 episodes left, I think,
4
this
episodes.
season. Probably something big will happen, and whether she survives or not, or...
I was figuring she was going to be like a real villain from the comic books when she got the 2 different color eyes, because that seemed like something that would be in the comic books, and I don't know enough about them.
is there anyone with that?
Not that I'm aware of, but
Okay.
you read more Batman than I do.
I'm not aware of anybody like that. Go ahead, Jeff. Did you see someone, Joel Schumacher?
Oh, I did, and this is going to be even worse for you.
Okay.
It says, according to Bleeding Cool, Schumacher is working on a 12-issue comic with artist Dustin Nguyen.
Oh, not Dustin Nguyen! No!
That's like one of Jason's most hated comic creators.
Oh my God, not Dustin Nguyen!
It will revisit his intentions for the 3 Batman films. The comic series would capture Schumacher's original vision for the Caped Crusader and tell one overall story. Though no official announcement has been made, it seems Schumacher is currently working on scripts for the series.
There was a script for the films. Why is he writing a script for the books? Oh, fuck me. You got Schumacher and Nguyen? Mm-hmm. Oh! Damn you, Snake Oil. You did that on purpose. You know my disdain for Nguyen. Oh, Dustin Nguyen. Wasn't he on MTV?
No.
Who was the artist that was on one of the reality shows?
That was Judd, what's his name?
Winnick?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Judd Winnick was...
I don't mind him as much.
No, I don't have a problem with him. And he was a writer, not really
That's right,
the
that's
artist.
Dustin Nguyen. God damn it.
Matter of fact, I think they did work together. Dustin and Judd. I think they did stuff in the early 2000s or something.
That's about my equivalent of George Lucas working on a Star Wars film. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Okay, moving on. So no, I will not be picking that up now since Schumacher and Wynn.
But aren't you curious about the train? Like, you have to watch a train wreck when it
No,
happens.
I'm not giving them any more money.
Yeah, if it's free, I'll read
We'll find it somewhere free, but
Maybe when they go to the library in a couple of years.
Snake Oil owns a comic book store. Can you send us some? We would appreciate that. We might get you a Hobie shirt.
Ooh.
We have to order some new ones. Let's see here. From Randall Holt, RJ Holt 666. After much deliberation, he gave us the draft team last week.
Yes.
Mr. Cotter.
And the Sweat Hogs.
After much deliberation, I have to go with Jeff's team.
Woohoo! Victory!
I think it's bullshit. However, if I need protection, Jason's team rolls. I win then.
No, but
I'm not going to say somebody's being shanked, but...
But as he did respond, your team is just, too dark for a comedy.
I know. I don't think it's dark enough. I should have gone really dark with my other picks.
Okay.
I didn't, though. I was trying to get some lightheartedness. Damn you, Randall. From Michael Leal, who's running our Danger Entertainment Network that we're on now.
Yes.
Take a look. We're at dangerentertainment.net.
There
you go. Who are your favorite G.I. Joe and Cobra characters? Just from the 80s cartoon, of course.
Of course.
Morris, I brought this on just for you.
It's going to sound cliche, but...
Well,
Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes.
Always on there. He's the
Snake Eyes is everybody's favorite.
That I would always play with. I always like Crazy Legs. He was the paratrooper guy.
Yes.
I don't even remember Crazy Legs.
When I had the action figure, he had a helmet on, and I thought that was the coolest thing, that you could take the helmet off and then put it back on. And...
I liked Tunnel Rat.
Oh,
Tunnel Rat was on. He had the big backpack and the little scope on it, the little light.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I liked him. I liked Junkyard. He had the Mutt.
No.
Oh,
Mutt had the dog named Junkyard.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
That was one I was going to say, too. I liked Mutt and Junkyard, his dog.
I hate Destro. Never liked Destro.
I was a big Destro fan.
Back to Joe's, though. I did have to say some of my favorite Joes. I did like Dusty. He was the desert guy, and he always drove around in a Jeep. So I thought that was cool.
I thought he was weak.
He had a Jeep!
Yeah.
Jeeps were cool!
Give me a rump.
And Lady J. Lady J was one of my favorites. She was actually, a female character who, was good at something other than she's just the female that Scarlet was.
I didn't like Flint. Duke. I didn't like Duke.
Duke was your Scott Summers of the group.
Hey. He was not douche. Flint. I liked Flint just because he wasn't Duke.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Pretty much it.
It's like, okay, we'll get rid of Duke, and then Flint's the next one to take over, so we'll cheer for Flint.
And Morris, did you have the toys?
I had the toys.
I
still have the toys.
I do too, somewhere. Some of them are broken. I like Blowtorch.
Crazy Legs is broken.
His legs are broken.
They're crazy!
The rubber band that the rubber band that connects the whole mechanism broke, so he's all in pieces.
I like Barbecue. Remember him, the orange guy? I
didn't like him.
No, I didn't like him either.
Oh, fuck you both.
But wasn't he the one on the...
electrical wires.
Oh, he's the electrical wires?
Hey, let's jump those electrical wires. Stop, kids. Those may look safe, but you could get electrocuted.
Is the white ninja, was he a Joe or was he Cobra?
Storm Shadow?
Storm Shadow.
He was a bad guy, but then he became a good guy.
But during the 80s cartoon, he was a bad guy.
Yes, 80s cartoon was a bad guy.
The Storm Shadow Snake Eyes thing was the coolest part of G.I.
Correct.
Outside of that, we'll go on there.
I did like the bats. Remember those, the robotic bad guys?
Yeah, because they couldn't kill real people, so they made them robots.
So they made robots. and then I think one of them had a claw, didn't it? The one bat, they made these giant.
I don't remember the bats at all.
Oh yeah, I think I might have some.
They didn't look like bats. It was just BAT.
Yeah,
battle armor. Something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shit, I don't know. That's Bass. Was it Baps?
Baps.
And then remember Quick Kick?
Oh, I hated Quick Kick.
I did too, because put a shirt on.
Yeah,
damn
he just
hippie.
walks, he's wearing his shirt, no shirt the whole time. It's like, really? No shirt, no shoes? I mean, come on, you're lounging in the...
You can defend our country, but you can't even get into Burger King, okay? That's not allowed. I don't know, when Burger King has tougher rules in the Army than G.I. Joe, that's an issue.
And I didn't like Gung Ho partly for the same reason. I mean, he always wore his vest
Yes.
and show off his big marine tattoo on his chest. And
Gung Ho and Shipwreck actually were in the village people. They had to be. I just remember village people. Shipwreck had the big flowing pants at the bottom. I just remember that.
Bell bottom?
Yes.
That's naval
He did have
issue.
a parrot. Arr. And I'm making a hand on my shoulder. Caw, dang, fuck, you're dead. I'm trying to think who else. Did anyone have Baroness? Never had her as a figure.
I never had her. I never had any of the women.
We had Lady J. I had Lady J.
I was too old for figures.
Oh.
The fact
You're
that
never too old.
The fact that I watched the show was something I would never.
You have
run out.
101 Dalmatian sheets in college. You're
Well, that
never
was
too old
cool.
for your toys.
I still have on VHS the G.I. Joe movie with Serpentor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
when they started bringing the bug people in.
No, that's where I draw the line.
It was not
Serpentor ruined G.I. Joe. For whatever G.I. Joe was before Serpentor, it was god awful.
They redid in the comic books recently. Now I've stopped reading those because they were just kind of getting, I don't know, kind of out of hand. But Serpentor is not the leader of Cobra. He doesn't take over. He's actually the leader of the cult that's within the Cobra, like the religion. And it's the religion of the snakes and all that stuff. So he's actually the religious leader of the group, which I thought was kind of a cool take on it. I like that.
It's better than the original take of they made him and now all of a sudden, hey, I'm now in charge of everything, even though I'm, 4 days old?
It was, they should have gotten Jonathan Winters to play him in the live action version. Wow, I love G.I. Joe. Well, thanks for that, Michael. Morris, you actually got a question. Just tweet it to us from Randall Holt at RJ Holt 666. Does Mr. Morris have any new ghostly things going on?
No.
Okay.
No. I really don't. I'm still in between books at this point. I'm actually working on the Paranormal Fest for next year. So,
Are we allowed back? Did we get kicked out?
you didn't get kicked out, but I might be kicked out. So
Okay.
I'll let you know when that fight comes to a head.
If you get kicked out, then we're not going. But Nickel from Canada wanted to come down for it.
He did.
He did want to come down for
So
it.
you're not allowed to get kicked out.
Well, it's mine. I can't legally be kicked out of my own trademark.
If you get kicked out, can we just set up the same exact thing right next door?
Yeah.
Those fucking Hobie guys are causing problems again.
Last year, I almost got you guys as the official judges for the cook-off. There was an official cook-off, and they're like, we need another judge. I got the perfect guys to do it. And they're like, oh, these are super people, or people who are super into it, and they won't like some.
Sorry, we love food.
How can
like
you
some
not be super
young
into food?
I feel a little upset.
Young people. Wow. I would love to be considered part of the young crowd.
Well, I said that you were around my age, which you are.
That's true. Well,
And I'm in my mid-30s.
Jeff in with 50s.
I'm just approaching my mid-40s now.
Oh,
Give me a
okay.
break.
Yeah, but you're like on borrowed time now.
I've been on
But I was close.
No!
And they were official taste testers. I would have liked that job.
I would. Nickel, come on down. You can be a taste tester.
Wait,
this
it all
year. We're
depends.
crashing it.
Nobody had sweet potatoes or yams.
Oh,
did they?
God,
Because
no.
they automatically lose. for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Unless you talk to the dip man who likes Boston Market yams or potatoes or whatever he was going to bring us.
Does Boston Market still exist?
He said it does. I
Not
don't know.
in our part of town, but
I guess
probably-
their radio station gets them. I don't know, but. And congratulations, Dip Man, again. He got married this week.
yes, congratulations.
Woo! Okay, Michael Lee asked, have you seen a ghost? Was he a gentle lover?
I've
that's
never
too
seen a
simple.
ghost.
I've had gentle lovers before, but never a ghost as a gentle lover.
It does say he. So
Oh!
have you had?
Well, you know. I don't know.
Your male lovers, were they gentle?
I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, it's experimental. Morris, have you seen any ghosts recently?
I have not.
I know you wanted to bring some home with you, some spirits.
I'm trying.
But you have
None
not.
of them will come home. If anybody has a ghost that they want to send to my house,
How would your son appreciate that? Would he be okay with that?
yeah, he's scared of the dark. He needs to
Man up.
man up.
Yeah, there's a nightlight you can buy.
That doesn't do it for it. He needs full light on.
Morris buys the scarecrow from Batman.
See, if you turn out the light, he goes away.
My son won't watch Dark Knight because he thinks the Joker's scary.
It's just going to be a giant scarecrow balloon, like the full figure one. Turn off the lights and you'll be fine. Red room, over there. Okay.
Next, Graphic Novice asks a question.
Schneider's current Batman story arc, which his run on Batman has been amazing, may seriously alter the history of the Joker. Thoughts? So in the comic books, have you seen this, Jeff?
Nope.
There's a theory that he's immortal, and that he's been around for hundreds of years.
Oh, that hurts.
They think that, what do you call it? They think that, he shows newspaper clippings of him in the past. Gordon and Batman don't think it's real, but then they start to come around like, no, those are real photographs of him in the past. And that's the whole thing, is that Batman's battling his mortality right now in the comics. And Joker is showing that
he's immortal.
Basically told Batman that it doesn't matter what you do. I'm always going to live. You can shoot me, you can kill me, try to kill me. I'm always going to live. And basically trying to show Batman that it's pointless to even try to beat him. So that's the whole concept right now. It's intriguing. I think Michael Leal and Graphic Novice said, they're a little worried about it, but they said if the whole end game is for Joker to get Batman to kill him, like the Killing Joke, possibly, then that would be the biggest prank. He's not immortal, but it makes Batman think that. So, and it's also challenging Batman because
he's getting old and...
Yeah, trying to figure out...
Oh, he shouldn't be getting old. They just reset everything 2 years ago.
He's kind of figuring out, what his legacy is, and does any of this matter that he's helping, or is he causing more trouble?
He's causing more trouble.
Well, yeah. So, I thought that was interesting. I think it depends. I'm okay with it, especially if it ends up being just a big elaborate ruse by the Joker. If it comes to find out that he really is immortal, then we are going to have some issues with it. I don't have a problem with the whole theory that there's been several Jokers, and just each one kind of takes over.
In each generation, a new person just runs around laughing.
Yeah, and kind of does the madness. I'm okay with that. Of course, I kind of want to see Joker in like the cowboy days. Maybe an all-star western with Jonah Hex. That would be cool. So, any thoughts, Jeff?
No.
Okay. Jeez.
Well, I don't read Batman, and I certainly haven't read the new stuff.
You need to read the new stuff of Batman. That is some good DC comics right there.
Well, maybe when it comes out in the trade paperback or something,
I think he's up
I'll
to
read it.
issue 37, I think, on their run. Greg Capullo is the artist on it. He's doing an amazing job.
He's pretty good.
He's really good. So, let's see here. Neil at Dark Angels Pretty Freaks. Pretty Freaks Dark Angels, whatever it's called. What recently announced movie remakes are you guys looking forward to? Morris, you go first on this one. Anything?
I did hear that they were remaking Shivers.
Yes, you did tell me that.
The Cronenberg zombie film where they go around trying to screw each other, to
have sex with each other
in order to transfer the zombieism. And I heard that they were remaking that. I haven't seen much mainstream about it, so I'm not sure if it's really going to happen or if it's going to be like a straight to DVD or if that type of thing. But if they come out with that, I'm interested to see that.
Ghostbusters, anybody?
No, not really looking forward to. Although, what is it? Is it? Are we going to be talking about Ghostbusters?
No, we're not. But we can talk about it right now.
Okay, because I just saw something about there are like 4 different Ghostbuster movies.
4
in production.
Oh, Jesus!
In some sort of stage, like Sony, like besides the all-female one, I think there's like 3 others.
There's one with Tate
Yeah, they're
Channing
talking
Tatum.
about Tates and possibly Chris Pratt.
Yes. So doing one. They're doing an all-female one, possibly an all-male one, and then cartoons and everything else. And I'm like, okay. You do realize that there's only been one good Ghostbusters movie. It's not like there's been like 6 of these movies.
No, there's only been 2 and only one good one.
Yes, I don't understand why they're making this whole universe anymore.
Yeah, why not? Well, there was
It was
an entire
a big deal when it came out.
and there was an entire cartoon run.
The cartoon was good.
I didn't like it. Just the simple fact that they had Slimer Ghost being like their mascot.
I can get-
I couldn't
yeah.
get past that.
I
to
can
even-
understand that.
But if anybody mentions the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, you think Ghostbusters.
You do, and the first one's
anybody's
great.
going to think Ghostbusters. When they
But does
hear
it need
that.
does it need a universe of itself?
Well, I'm not saying it needs one, but I'm saying that I see where it's coming from. It was that big that and
It could
with the way
support it,
that- and
maybe.
the way that Hollywood is now, where they just remake or they take anything that was remotely successful and they build upon it.
Look at
Hey,
Annie.
nobody's heard about Ghostbusters in a while. Let's make 4 movies about it.
Hey, no one's heard about Annie in a while. Let's make 4 movies about that. Fuck you, Annie. I'm glad you died.
What?
Movie. Sorry.
Oh, I'm not saying,
I'm
did they
intrigued
kill
by
Andy
Mad
off?
Max Fury Road. I saw the new trailer for it. It looks just batshit crazy. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Has anyone seen the new trailer?
I don't know if I've seen that. I saw
Mad
a
Max
trailer.
was pretty much
Batshit crazy.
crazy.
No, this
It's by the same guy.
Yes.
which really makes it.
George. Shit.
George shit?
No,
I thought it was Max something. No, Max is Mad Max.
George Miller,
George Miller.
who was hired to actually do an original Justice League movie before everything came to pass. Mad Max looks interesting. I'm just looking at it.
Okay.
Some of the remakes coming out: Pet Cemetery, Point Break,
Oh, God, no.
The Crow. Just let it die. The first Crow is so good.
Yeah,
They're
there's no need-
remaking Point Break. Is that
Yes.
the surfing movie with
Yes.
Keanu Reeves?
Barbarella, American Werewolf in London. Why?
Yeah, they don't need to remake that.
Drop Dead.
It was a real good one though.
Drop
I'll give him
Dead
the benefit of the
Fred.
downs.
Well, but no, I'm not saying it was bad. I mean, you remaking the bad movies is better than remake. You don't remake good movies and expect them to be good. Otherwise, you just watch the good movie.
But there's a whole generation of people who have no idea what American Werewolf in London is, and this will
And probably would not
if
watch the
it's-
original.
And if it's good enough, then you're right. They can only ruin it.
They can only. I mean, granted, at the time, I know the whole special effects and the transformation was one of the best things ever put on film. It's dated looking, but
Yeah.
But I don't think it was the appearance of it that made it good. It was the whole idea of the kids on vacation or whatever, and this horrible thing happening to them. Type of
It was
I don't
actually
know.
the original Hostel, in a different sense of the word.
Yeah, it kind of was.
It was. Drop Dead Fred. Why are you remaking that? Only if
we
Phoebe
don't.
Cates is coming back for it. Fletch 1. They've been trying to make that for decades.
yeah, that's
Starship Troopers. Stop it.
nope.
The book was good.
Never Ending Story.
Well, will this one end?
No. Yes.
Don't bother then.
War Games.
Yeah, no need to remake War Games.
Let's
Will it still be like the same graphics on the war game?
Do you want to play a game?
Commando. They're remaking.
No.
Stop it. Stop it. Remember when I would kill you? I said I would kill you last.
That's right, Merrick. You did say that.
I lied. The Birds? Wait a minute. Why are you remaking The Birds?
I don't know.
It's Alfred Hitchcock. Stop it.
They remade
I will say-
Psycho. Shot for shot.
For shot, yeah.
Awful.
And would they
film.
do like 3 sequels to Psycho?
Yeah. Romancing the Stone.
No.
Short Circuit. I thought that just came out
Yeah,
called
it just
Chappie.
came out.
It's called Chappie, yeah. Of the ones I've seen, I'm actually intrigued at Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the trailer for the new one or shots from what they're doing, and it actually looked like it could be better than the original.
It
I
looked
think-
scary from the preview that I saw.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
a teaser thing. It looked like one of those like Ouija type movies or The Ring or something like that.
They're remaking Jumanji.
Oh, they should never made
Stop
that
it,
one in the
stop
first
it.
place.
Shut it.
It's not a good movie.
Do you remember The Town That Dreaded Sundown?
Yeah, I don't remember it.
The
But
serial killer comes back 65 years later or whatever. He comes back and kills during the moonlight and all that stuff. They're remaking that too. I was going through some of these. Gremlins.
The ones I got. Porky's, Overboard.
They've been trying to make Porky's for a while.
New Bill and Ted. Honey, I Shrunk Your Stuff.
Is Rick Moranis in it?
I don't think he will be. I think he's retired, isn't he?
Yes, I think he is, actually. They're remaking Flatliners and Jacob's Ladder. No.
Are those both Joel Schumacher films?
Let's see.
Police Academy? They're bringing back
Oh, I
some
mean, the
police
original?
academies?
Yeah, WWE actually bought the Police Academy series.
Oh, gee. So they're going to have wrestlers then.
John Cena's going to be Gutenberg, his role.
3 Men and a Baby?
Time Cop, because that needed one.
Well, it's like I said, if you're going to redo the movies, redo the bad ones.
Yeah.
So Time Cop might be
Time
better.
Cop is actually decent.
Okay, if you say
It
so.
is. I
Is that Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad Max, I'm intrigued by. I don't hold the originals that high up. And they're so wonderful. They're good, but I don't really have much connection with them anymore.
I'm not sure it's a remake as much as another sequel. Or
Is it?
Or a reboot. Of,
Okay.
like a different, like the same world with a guy with the same name, but not really the same
Same
plot.
guy. Okay. Is Tina Turner in it? Ain't we
sure
a
she
pair?
is.
She's not doing anything else. Okay, let's
But
She's not
I do have
dead.
to say, no. We talked about this before, but the remake of
Yeah,
It.
yeah.
They're making 2 films of it, and I'm actually looking forward to that because I think they can do it right this time.
I like the miniseries.
Yeah.
There was some stuff you could change.
Yeah, there's a
They're
lot.
Stand Stand too. The Stand.
Are they?
They don't need to. I
Why
like
was
the first
this a
one.
TV show? I thought they
Stand was a 8-hour miniseries.
I mean, the remake is just going to be a TV show, right?
I heard it was a movie. They were going to do 2 movies. 2 to 3 movies. 3 movies, sorry, 3. I don't know. I will say the Stan comic book series was really good. I got some for like 50 cents on Free Comic Book Day, and it was
they weren't
really
free.
good. Well, no, but let's see. Doctor number 1. Chris Brown was denied entry into Canada, and his concerts were canceled. See, Graphic Novice is good for something. Yes, good job, Graphic Novice.
Yes. We think it was all due to Nichols' influence.
You know what? Anything that makes Chris Brown, get kicked out of the country, I'm rooting for Nickel in Canada.
The problem with that is that means he stayed in our country.
We're still trying to get Justin Bieber back to Canada.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are sicking Bieber on us, we should be able to sick
At least Bieber
Brown
has never
on them.
beaten any woman. And I don't even have to say allegedly to that. He was convicted. Let's see. Why do celebrities like Jim Ross and others beg for donations for their podcasts and regular guys like you don't? You can send us money.
Because they're actually trying to make money.
Well, we would like to make
Oh,
money
we would
out
love
of
to
this.
make money, but that's not the point for us doing this.
We're happy to get press passes for cons. We do get those, and just having fans is enough.
Yes.
Yes. But thank you for listening. We can, but I don't know if we could. We could try if anybody would like to send money.
Yeah.
Email.
I don't know. We could do like an Indiegogo thing
We
or
could.
something.
We could. What are we buying?
Better equipment.
Okay, a mixing board maybe.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
And we wouldn't have all these microphone problems that we've been running into.
Yes. So, and maybe Tara Reid could come in. We could get her in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, with-
Morris's eyes just got excited.
With money, she would be sure to come.
Oh. It's the money shot.
She's close to porn, isn't she?
She's never coming on this show.
With the Flash and Arrow spin-off rumors, any chance we get an Apache Chief appearance? No.
Oh, I hope so.
You saw him in Family Guy. That was enough. Apache Chief cannot chuck.
Chuck.
Peter Griffin
He
just
puts
needed
the
help.
satellite on the roof.
For Peter Griffin, that's all he needed, just to get tall. And we talked about before, every time cartoons and studios try to put, different ethnicities into cartoons, it always makes it worse. They're too stereotypical.
Say we put, we in
The samurai guy?
We put samurai and Apache chief in there. We're showing multicultural, and you made them caricatures of, of Japanese and Indians, American
The guy's
Indians.
wearing a headband. Okay, I think.
Oh, and like the little leather vest,
Yes.
and it was terrible.
It was horrible. So, and then you bring the black guy in, he's called Black Lightning. Come on!
No, he was Black Vulcan.
Oh, Black Vulcan, that's
Black
right.
Lightning was an actual character in the DC
That's right, my bad.
books that the TV show didn't have the rights
I actually
to.
like Black Lightning.
Yeah, but the Super Friends, for whatever reason, I don't know how the rights worked out back then in the 70s, but they didn't have the rights to Black Lightning, so they made Black Vulcan, which was pretty much the exact same thing with just a different name.
Okay. He did have the same similar suit, didn't he? The bolts.
He had the bolts on it, although it was much worse, I think, on the... And he wore an ugly head thing, too.
So there's your listener feedback.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek. All right, well, starting out the News of the Geek this week, Marvel Studios recently started their own event to announce their upcoming films, including Black Panther and Captain America Civil War, and it looks like they will now not be going to the San Diego Comic-Con.
Isn't that like the big comic book event, the San Diego Comic-Con?
Oh yeah, that's where like everything is released. They have panels. They talk about everything that's going on.
And is
not
it
even
Marvel,
just
the big
not
comic
even
book?
but not even just comic books, like all the movies and TV stuff. Which of course, Marvel comic books, movies, and TV now. But they apparently feel they don't need San Diego Comic-Con to have their events and have them newsworthy.
Why wouldn't they? I don't understand why they wouldn't. How this hurts them. Are they holding their own event at the same time?
No, I think they're holding their own event when it's best for them, not for that 1 week that San Diego is happening.
That seems counterproductive.
Well, I mean, a lot of money goes into everything that they put on there, so they figure they're going to do it their way, not the way that some schlubs down in San Diego. Yeah, that's heading over to you guys there over at Musings of a Geek. But they don't want those San Diegans telling them how they want to run their stuff. They want to run their stuff their way.
So do you think that the Marvel event will be as big as the San Diego Comic-Con?
No, but it'll be exclusive to what they want to talk about, not have all these other things going on.
Will it be as big for them as the San Diego Comic-Con?
I'm assuming they think it will.
But do you think it will? You're the comic expert here.
That I don't know. Jason's not here right now. He had to step out of the room. That's why he's not giving his opinion. So we might have to pause here to hear Jason's opinion on this. But I think what they want to tell is going to be as big because they're releasing it through the media. And the media will cover them or cover San Diego Comic-Con. When they're covering the Comic-Con, they're covering everything else that's going on. When they're covering them doing their own thing 3 months earlier or something, it works. You know, they get all the press when they release it instead of sharing the press. So I think that'll work for them.
How old is the San Diego Comic-Con? Is this like a legacy event that's been going on since the beginning of comics?
I want to say it started in the 80s, maybe even the 70s. But in the last 15 years or so, it's become like the big media event that all the networks and movies started coming to. I mean, it started out pretty much as a small little comic convention where it was all about comics, and I suppose it grew, and then its proximity to LA, they were, and when, geek culture started taking over, showing up there to show what you have going on really took off. Hey, Jason's back.
I'm back. Sorry, technical issues. I'm going down to the belly of the beast. Yeah. Fix the technical issues. I will say that people bitch, like the purists go bitch about, all the media and it's all movie studios are coming to the comic books, to San Diego, and they don't have the comic books. They're all in the corner and all that. It is
true.
But guess what? Your comic books are being kept alive because of the movies. So it's a catch-22.
Well, honestly, they should stop calling it San Diego Comic Con. They should call it San Diego Media Conglomerates.
Well, the problem is that they're trying to copyright Comic Con. There's a big thing, so that's why they're never changing that.
No, they're not. But it no longer has anything to do with comics.
I think it would be
anymore.
pretty funny if it did.
Even the guys at Musings go every year, and they are comic fans, and they don't even look at the comics there.
I think it would be great if Marvel pulls out. I like that their event that they had when they listed all the movies that were coming out. Just do that.
That's what they would have done at Comic Con. But as I was telling Jeff when you were gone, what it does is instead of sharing the spotlight that week with everything else, they set it up where they're the only game in town, and it's the only thing people will be talking about.
We dedicated News of the Geek when they released all those Marvel movies to that.
Yeah.
So, they get it.
We did. So in San Diego, we got a lot to talk about, so they only get a small little sliver of our attention.
And I wouldn't mind going out to San Diego Comic Con to see Daz, Just Will, and, Dan. I wouldn't mind seeing them. But I don't even know if I really want to go to San Diego Comic Con anymore.
Well, I hate crowds.
That's the problem. I don't want 100,000 people around me, and I refuse to stand in line for 12 hours for fucking Hall H and find the latest previews.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I'll be able to find them in an hour after that online.
Yeah.
From the comfort of my own home. Okay, DC is changing again. Sorry, Morris, that we have a lot of comic news here this week.
I snuck in at the last minute.
That's okay. Starting June 3rd, 2015, DC launches a new direction for the comics. Their line of comic books, which consists of 24 brand new series that will begin at issue 1, as well as 25 ongoing best-selling series that will continue without a break in numbering. Total number of comic books will be 49. DC will go back to basics with its legendary characters like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
But 49 is not 52.
They say they don't care about that
Come
number
on,
anymore.
just bring in 3 more titles.
Oh,
Something that I want. No.
Black Canary, Bizarro, Cyborg, and Starfire will have new contemporary tone to ensure a diverse offering of titles.
So you're saying we'll pick the minority people we have. And
Yeah. In this new era of storytelling, story will trump continuity.
Continuity.
Thank you. I have a speech amendment. And we continue to empower creators to tell the best story. So basically they're saying it's all done.
They're saying it doesn't matter what came before it, we'll tell whatever story we want to tell.
Which part of me is like, okay, that's fine, but then part of me is like, I think that the 25 titles that have the same numbering will all be their universe. That's their universe. This will all tie together. These stories will kind of loop together. I think the other 24 or however many that they'll eventually have, I think is basically just tell a story. And then we'll just figure out a timeline that they come in, or we won't even care what timeline they come in.
Yeah.
Which, does it matter where Bizarro's timeline is? No.
Well, if you're going to have a universe and make a big deal about this is the DC universe, and you're going to have these books connected, then continuity is incredibly important, in my opinion. If you're just going to say, we're going to have 25 titles that have nothing to do with each other, we'll tell whatever story we want, that's fine. Most other, independent publishers publish books that have nothing to do with each other.
Correct.
But, are you going to say that, let's see, one of these new ones,
Cyborg?
That Cyborg and
Constantine, the Hellblazer.
Yeah, they might not have anything to do with each other.
Not.
Yeah,
Red Hood and Arsenal.
Yeah, Red Hood and Arsenal, they're going to be in the same universe. Then they'll probably, and of course they always have to do crossovers just to help sell books and whatnot. So, if they're seriously going to say we don't have a universe, we're just putting these people out, then Superman doesn't mess with Wonder Woman and vice versa, and Aquaman's all by himself in his little world, and there's no other superheroes on his planet, just dolphins. Then I might be intrigued about it, but they're just going to start new continuity and then throw that away when it no longer suits their needs, and it kind of pisses me off.
Marvel's doing the same thing. They're blowing theirs up too, even though they're saying they're not.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Personally, I liked the New 52. I really did. I was in the minority. I didn't have an issue with it. I think sometimes you do have to kind of blow things up to kind of streamline a lot of stuff. The issue I have is that some of these is like, kill them. Kill some of these characters off, create new ones. The problem is comic book artists and writers, I think Des actually talked about it, they're not going to create new characters. Why? Because they'll lose their rights to them.
Yeah, they don't get the rights to them.
It's DC's and Marvel's rights. So why are these guys creating new characters for any reason? So it makes sense. But at the same time, it's like, okay, have Captain America die off and have Falcon take over. Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Until you have Battle World, where Captain America from someplace is going to come in and be back and all that. I don't know.
So, I mean,
well, you being a Batman, would you be fine if they killed off Bruce Wayne for good, forever?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're telling a good story, I have no issue with that. I liked it when Dick Grayson took over as Batman. I think they should have done it longer. I had no issue with Batman dying. Battle for the Cowl was a fun little read. It wasn't great, but it was fun. If you're telling me that Joker eventually kills Batman, great. Joker doesn't want to kill Batman because that's his end game, is that he just wants Batman to kill him. But I think it would be a great story if Joker accidentally kills Batman. Where does Joker go from there? He's fucked,
So do you have someone take over the mantle of Batman?
Yes.
Well, then
I have no problem doing that.
Then he goes after the new Batman.
I understand
That's
that,
what he'll do.
Well, I think when Azrael took over as Batman in issue 500, Joker knew it wasn't the same one. And he's like, you're not Batman. You're not the guy that I came for.
I don't even care about you. Bye.
And it's kind of the same thing with Bane. Bane had a great line in the Nightfall series. He's like, I already broke the bat. And Azrael goes, not this bat. I love that line. I love it. Of course, I love Nightfall. So, I have no problem with that. I understand that they try to keep Bruce Wayne alive for the next generation. The next generation, he lives on in infamy. But at the same time, if you're telling a good story, who cares? You can make... I think it actually would free up the writers if they could start with somebody different, than Batman and then Bruce Wayne. Yeah. Or Steve Rogers or, fuck Superman. He's pointless anyways.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
So go ahead.
I was going to ask, are there any of these new titles coming out that you're intrigued in, or any of the old titles that you wish they weren't keeping?
Deathstroke intrigues me because of Tony Daniel. I'm not opposed to that. I've always loved The Flash, but I can never get into his books. I get bored with them. And I don't know why.
Because he usually doesn't have a whole lot of supporting characters.
His rogues is good.
He has got a great rogues gallery, but...
Maybe that's it. Let's see here. I'm looking. I've always liked the Teen Titans, but of the new ones, let's see. Batman Beyond, I read some of that recently, and I like Batman Beyond, but I don't know. I kind of get bored with the comic book of it. Cyborg, I really like Cyborg.
Yeah, I don't know if I could read the book where he's the main character.
Supposedly they're building a rogues gallery for him lately, and so that's the reason. Dr. Fate kind of amuses me that he has his own book.
Yeah. What about Harley Quinn Power Girl?
No, I don't like Power Girl.
No, I don't understand Power Girl. She's what
She has boobs. They always draw her with giant boobs, and that's like it.
A super girl from another dimension?
I don't know.
Or was she like from Earth 2 or something?
I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't care because Power Girl has never intrigued me.
But she's a Kryptonian, right?
Is she?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know. Morris, what do you think? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. I every time they drew Power Girl, it's like, oh, she has giant boobs. Ha ha ha. That's funny. Can't we just draw her as a person?
She's got giant boobs, and the only thing interesting is that her costume has a little cutout right in the cleavage spot.
And it's like, did you see that there was a girl that was 11 years old? I can't remember her name now. She posted a video online and sent it to DC and basically said, I love comic books. I've been into comic books for a couple years now. I love everything about it, but I don't understand why the girls have to run around in spandex and the men in thongs and bathing suits and the men don't. It just doesn't seem logical. And she goes, I don't understand why Batman and all these other guys have armor and Wonder Woman really doesn't. And I was like, well, played. So I guess it got tweeted out and all that stuff. DC responded, and they said, we appreciate this, and basically the girl said, she's 11 years old, and she's like, if you're trying to appeal to women, girls and women, make them realistic. Make them, they don't have to be sex symbols. And it's like, good for her that she said that. It is bullshit. I like that Wonder Woman's a kick-ass fighter. Show it to her. I don't need her in a star-spangled fucking bathing suit.
Yeah, and I mean, they've been trying to undersex Wonder Woman for several years now.
Yeah.
And then they'll try it for a while, and then boom, come out with a new terrible costume. And
it's like Catwoman. In the first issue of Catwoman in the New 52, she has sex with Batman on top of the rooftop.
Oh my God.
There's this big controversy. That's not sex. That's not like sexist. That's what she does. That is how she plays people, is with her sexuality. I have no problem with that. With Wonder Woman, she doesn't play with the sexuality thing. She's just a kick-ass warrior. So,
although they had her and Superman flirting and hooking up.
And, Wonder Woman's the only girl that could accept Superman's sperm. It would kill anybody. But I will say...
Is that true, or you just made
I think
that was from Mallrats.
Mallrats. I knew I'd heard that.
You could give him a kryptonite condom, and that would kill him. Lois Lane, I mean, seriously, he shoots a load in Lois Lane. It's coming out her back. They all have little capes on them.
Sperm capes.
But DC at least said, we understand this, we're working on it. So at least they acknowledged it. And then I guess she wrote another video and said, that's great, thank you for responding, this is great. And it's gotten like hundreds of thousands of retweets and hits and all that, and basically saying that they should do this. And she's like, but I'm not, if this doesn't change soon, I'm going to keep asking you guys to do it. So it's like, good for her.
Yeah, keep hounding them.
So
just like a woman, just going to pester and nag and nag.
Martian Manhunter, I don't care about, but come with the new ones. Red Hood and Arsenal, I'm intrigued by.
Yeah, I kind of like those characters, so that's intriguing enough.
Starfire, I don't care about.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
We Are Robin. I don't understand what that is.
Apparently, I'm guessing it's all the people who were ever Robin are probably on a team now.
Yeah.
Team Robin.
We don't have enough Batman books, and I love Batman, but seriously, Jesus Christ.
It's not a Batman book, it's a Robin book.
Same thing.
No, there's no Batman allowed.
I like Jason Todd.
It's We Are Robin, not We Are Batman.
I like Timothy Drake. Can we get him in? Anything you see, Jeff?
Let's see.
Looking through this, Batmite I don't get.
No. I'm kind of intrigued by the Midnighter.
Yeah.
But
Lobo.
No, I hate Lobo.
I can't stand Lobo.
I never liked Lobo.
Sinestro. We've tried that already.
Well, they just started that about 7 months ago. The Sinestro book has been out.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see they brought Secret Six back, even though I haven't been picking it up. That's a book I always liked, but yeah, I've given up on DC, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and look at one book. That's about it, though.
And I'm probably going to get killed for this, but Batgirl, I just don't care about Barbara Gordon as Batgirl.
What?
Just don't care.
Yeah, they need to paralyze her again.
Ouch!
She was better as Oracle.
I don't disagree, but man. Okay, and this is for you, Morris. I put this in there. EastEnders actor Sam Strike was rumored to play in an iconic rumor. And the rumor was Spider-Man. This was
an iconic role. He was rumored to be playing an iconic role.
My bad. What did I say?
An iconic rumor?
Oh, sorry. The rumor was Spider-Man, and this was going all over the internet yesterday. People were freaking out. Oh, we got our Spider-Man! And it turns out that wasn't the case. He's actually playing Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre prequel. That was the big iconic role.
Yay!
He's taking the character back to his teenage years and playing a cannibal psychopath. Does anybody care? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to see Leatherface as a teenager?
You're a big horror movie.
It's like Psycho, the Psycho remix or the Psycho prequels.
Bates Motel.
Yeah,
do you watch that?
They had that big marathon on this last week, so I watched a few of them. And I never really got into it.
I liked the first season. The second season, I gave up about 4 episodes in, but now it just came on Netflix or Amazon Prime. I forget which one. So I think I'm going to watch the second season again, or all of it. it's hit or miss. Like, it was very slow. And, like, there was a couple it's like, okay, I just don't care. And it's the problem is with prequels is that you know he's not going to get caught. You know nothing's going... Like, that's the one thing. Like, if it's a really good story, you can forget about it. But, like, even in Gotham, it's like, well, I know Gordon's not going to die. It's like, you know, I know Bullock's not going to die.
You know, Zaz isn't going to die.
Exactly. None of these guys are going to die. So I'm like, So, Fish Mooney, I knew was going to die. She's not in the comics. Yeah.
But for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it doesn't really seem like the story fits with a prequel, unless it's like a Devil's Rejects type of thing, where it's just another story where somebody comes into the same household. But when he's a teenager, it's like the character Leatherface doesn't really fit into that mold of this character who has a history. It's somebody who's just this crazy guy with no past, with no soul, with no idea of what's going on in the...
Is he even going to put a mask on?
Well, it's an iconic role.
They show where he gets his leather mask.
I don't care.
Whose face he cuts off. And
just a victim.
It just looks like a sack with little holes cut out, doesn't it?
My thought is, okay, if it's like Devil's Rejects, I'll just go watch Devil's Rejects. Which is probably going to be which was a much better movie, and this is going to be.
Well, do you think this will be better or worse than, say, Hannibal Rising, where they were showing how Hannibal Lecter...
I got through half of that movie. Ugh. Do you remember that?
I don't remember Hannibal. I remember Hannibal.
That was when he was a teenager. It was a major motion picture. It didn't do so good, I don't think, did it?
I don't remember this at all.
Oh, yeah, it was probably, I want to say, 2009-ish.
Yeah.
So it was like a prequel to the...
It was a prequel to, it showed...
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, and I suppose actually a prequel to the Hannibal TV show that's currently out, or is it still on?
Yeah, it's coming back this summer.
Okay. Oh, it's the summer one, okay.
Which has gotten really good reviews.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I've seen it. It was good.
And that seems more logical of a
2007.
Prequel. 2007, okay.
After the death of his parents during World War II, young Hannibal Lecter moves in with his beautiful aunt and begins plotting revenge on the barbarians responsible for his sister's death.
It's like they had to give a reason for him being a psychopath or sociopath, whichever one he is, and cannibal.
Gaspard Ulliel. Ulliel.
I think that an origin story just kind of ruins some of these
mystique.
These iconic horror characters, because what makes them scary is that you don't know what the hell they're thinking, and you don't know where the hell they came from, and you don't know what the hell is motivating them.
He's been, after Hannibal Rising, he basically went back to France and acted. He did a couple things here. The Seawall, never heard of it. The Art of Love,
never heard of it.
A Greek Type of Problem. Yeah, so he hasn't been in much, especially even in France. He's done some
Who did
stuff.
we start talking about?
Gabriel Ulliel. He was the
actor.
In Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Rising, sorry. Yeah, that's what he looks like. There you go. And it's like, yeah, I remember seeing the previews for that. It didn't look good.
No, it looked bad.
So,
I think I'm starting to think that all white, late teens, early 20 guys look exactly the same. I can't tell the difference between them anymore.
That's because you're getting old. Yes, you're getting old. I always joke that to my wife that when we're out and about, I was like, "Better watch, I'm just going to turn you in for a younger model," and she's like, "You would not make it past 5 minutes with most of these people just from talking." And I was like, "That's true." I would be like, "Oh God, you're annoying. I'm out. I'm old.
Go away.
Go away." There's your news of the geek. Just a reminder, you can follow us on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast. On Facebook at The History of Bad Ideas Podcast. Email Jeff at
thehistoryofbadideas@gmail.com.
We're on Musings of a Geek Network. Geek Life Radio, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central on Friday mornings. Radio-blitz.com, 9 a.m. Eastern on Saturday mornings.
Woohoo, Saturdays.
And then, obviously, if you downloaded us, you probably got us on Stitcher for Android. Tangent Bound Network. which has some great podcasts over there.
Yeah, you can check them out.
Snake Oil they have over there. And Danger Entertainment Network.net.
DangerEntertainment.net.
Yes. Michael Leal has a lot of his comic books. He has some podcasts, some smaller network, but the group guys, Dark Angels, Pretty Freaks is over there. Us,
Green
the cool
Up,
kids.
I think,
Green
is there.
Green Up's over there. All the cool kids. So not Nickel yet though, bastard.
That actor looks just like Justin Bieber.
Okay, but from Hannibal Rising.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me check.
They all look the same though.
They all look like Justin Bieber.
That's pretty sad if everyone looks like Justin Bieber.
Okay, so there's your News of the Geek.
Wow, it's time to grab your balls of fury. It's Plotlines with Jeff and Jason.
All right, that means it's time for Plotlines. For any new listeners out there, what Plotlines is we will ask listeners or other people to send in the name of a movie, one that we probably do not know, have never heard of, and we try to guess based on the title and the year of the movie what the movie is about. Try to come up with a plot and maybe an actor or two who starred in it. And so if you have an idea you want to send to us, you can always tweet, email, or Facebook us an idea for a plot line. This week we are going with from Nikki, one of our favorite listeners and our favorite New Zealander, sent in the movie Maiden Voyage.
Okay, Maiden Voyage
From 2004. It looks like
2004. Got to get our thinking caps on. What do you think, Morris?
This sounds like a chick flick about a virgin who is about to get laid for the first time.
Damn it, this is my idea too. Damn it.
of course it's your idea.
And there's probably a ship. Probably
A ship, okay.
Probably a pirate ship.
Oh, I was thinking she was going on a cruise. And she was going to get sexed up on a single
cruise for virgins.
Yeah, a virgin's cruise.
I like that. Come on. Okay. I could see.
I like that better than the pirates. Can I take back pirates?
Yeah, you can join us. We can join
us.
This is all cooperative or on your own.
Personally, I was hoping it was a Iron Maiden concert documentary, but I don't think so after.
I don't think it is. I'm going, okay. I could see Kate Hudson in this. I'm trying to think, or somebody younger, maybe, like 2004.
Tara Reid?
Maybe.
Early Bradley Cooper?
Maybe. I'm thinking the Maiden Voyage is the girl, though. She's the virgin.
Okay.
Mark Ruffalo could be the boy. I could see Mark Ruffalo. It could be Tara Reid before her boobs went east-west. Let's see.
She's never coming on our show.
No, she isn't.
No. Tara Reid is going to be far from believable as a virgin by 2004.
It's true. If you want, I could go up to the local Walmart. I see her up there a lot working. I can ask her if she wants to come on the show. Let's see. Would you like paper or plastic or a blowjob? Just the plastic, ma'am. I don't know what you got there. Let's see here. I'm going with... who stars in it, Jeff? Come on, Morris, give me a one here.
Well, he's going to say Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Vin Diesel.
I think Vin Diesel's definitely the guy.
Okay. Hayden Panettiere?
Or John Cusack. John Cusack is the guy in
yeah, but he's a little old in 2004.
Well, he's the lech who takes her virginity.
Jesus, creepy guy. Okay, who's the girl?
I don't know, maybe a young Anne Hathaway.
Sarah Jessica Parker. She was in a lot of those romantic comedies back in 04.
Yeah, but I thought we decided it was going to be a young girl. She was a young girl 20 years prior to that.
She was a young mayor.
She was a square. She was a square peg in like 84, not 2004.
My disdain for her knows no bounds.
Angelina Jolie.
Oh, so like a Hackers from Hackers?
Still too old for that.
Yeah,
time.
too old. Okay, so Jeff, you want me to do the honor here since I pulled it up?
Since you were able to find a good synopsis.
Okay. Let's see here. Well, that's not good. The trailer doesn't even load. Moving on. It is starring Casper Van Dien,
Van Diem.
Whatever.
Oh, that's close. Van Diem.
Vin Diesel.
It has an 8% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, so it's a good movie.
Yes. And Danielle Cormick.
Somebody we don't know.
We'll get to her in a second. A former firefighter and special forces officer takes on a team of murderous terrorists when the ocean liner he's working on is hijacked.
Ocean liner, we got that right.
Yeah. It's kind of like Speed 2 without William Dafoe or Sandra Bullock or even a worse script.
Or what, Jason Patrick was in that one?
Yes. Hired to evaluate security on a luxury cruise ship. Oh, God. Blaze Badler and former military man Kyle Constantine, Casper Van Dien, brings his young son Zach along for a week of fun. Never a good idea. Fun stops when the ship sets sail and a highly organized team of terrorists threatens the lives of everyone on board. Should the ransom fail to be paid, the hijackers will set off a series of bombs, killing all 300 passengers. It's a small cruise ship.
300 passengers?
Yes.
I mean, that's just slightly larger than the SS Minnow.
Yeah. When Kyle was thrown overboard by the bad guys, yes, that's actually in the description, bad guys, Zach and Lynn, the female, launch a heroic rescue mission. Jesus. This is why Jeff reads the plot lines. With time running out and the terrorists getting an upper hand, Kyle races against the clock to defuse the bombs and save the day. Wow.
We were way off.
Thank you, Nikki. That was not ours.
I think I see why Nikki chose this. It was filmed in New Zealand.
Oh. Okay, here we go. Okay. Vicky, what's her name? Danielle Cormick. She was in Topless Women Talk About Their Lives in
Sounds like a
1997.
very good movie.
She was Liz.
She was in Hackers, right?
No. Vi Satellite. The Price of Milk. Siam Sunset.
These all sound like porn movies.
Yeah. And here's her best one, Without a Paddle.
Oh, who was she? Oh, was she one of the hippies in Without a Paddle?
She was Grace, so I think she was. Maiden Voyage, Ocean Hijacked, A Song of Good, and then nothing else. TV-wise, let's see. Yep, she was in Legend of the Seeker from 08 to 10.
Oh, I know somebody who actually liked watching that show.
And that was it. She was in Wentworth from 13 to 14. So she hasn't done much.
All right.
So thank you, Casper, for destroying her career. Bastard. So there's your plot lines. Send some in. We need some new ones. So thank you, Nikki.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Okay, time to do our review of this week's box office. Starting with the bombs, Jason is so excited to talk about how terrible Unfinished Business did in its opening weekend, $4.8 million on its $35 million budget.
I don't even think it was in the top 10.
How did they spend $35 million to make this movie?
Vince Vaughn cost $32 million. No, actually, Tom Wilkinson probably cost $32 million.
Oh, then you're crazy for.
I didn't expect it to be this, I was expecting $9 million? $10 million? Because you still have enough people that like Vince Vaughn that would go.
I don't know of them.
Well, we don't, but we're kind of movie snobs. Morris likes Vince Vaughn a lot.
He's no Vin Diesel.
He's no Vin Diesel.
But
he has money.
Did you have any desire to see this?
I did not.
Okay.
And I'm positive, 100% positive, that the funniest parts were in the previews, and that's not saying a lot.
There was not funny parts in the previews. Dave Franco.
It's pretty sad when you have to say Dave Franco is the best reason to see your movie.
Dave Franco was funny on Conan O'Brien when he was doing Tinder with Conan. That was funny.
Do I know what Tinder is?
Tinder is an app that young people use. God, I feel old. Young people use to basically hook up with other young people.
Oh, it's that hookup app.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, Conan O'Brien just did a Grindr one, which is the gay version, and it is hilarious. But yeah, he.
So did he hook up with somebody?
He did meet somebody, and they're like, "Would you, do anything with him?" The guy's like, "I don't think so." But the Tinder one was pretty funny. Dave Franco was actually humorous in it. So, what's next, Jeff?
Seventh Son to complete its bomb. This week it made $168,000, a total of $17 million. on a $95 million budget.
You know, for Bombs of the Year at the Floppy Awards this year, we got some competition.
There's already, well,
There's
granted,
4 of them.
we are in February, which is when the bombs are usually released. This is the prime time.
But there's usually 2 or 3 in the summer, big ones
Yeah,
that
big
usually
ones that bomb. But then February and September, early October are filled with them, too.
Expendables 4?
How long has Seventh Son been out? Is this the second week?
No.
Fourth,
4
I
or
wanna
5.
guess?
But it didn't do well, obviously, even the beginning weeks.
That came out the same week as Jupiter Ascending?
I think a week before.
Oh, okay.
It's Jupiter Descending.
Oh,
we
yeah.
do not refer to 50 Shades of Crap and Jupiter Descending. Those are the films.
And Shia LaDuche in all the crap.
Yes. And Tate.
Well, Tate is a good guy.
Tate. We got you, Tate. Not East-West Terra. Okay,
All right.
so.
Well, we got a little fun fact that our intern threw on our
Good job,
sheet.
intern. Thank you.
The Woman in Black 2, apparently as a horror film, made $9,000 this week.
$9,000. I just thought that was fun. It literally made $9,000 this week.
I'm wondering how many theaters that was
16.
in. 16 theaters, $9,000. That's not a good ratio.
No. I didn't even put the total because I didn't care. I just thought it was a fun fact that it made $9,000. And there's one other film, like an independent film, that made $8,900. I was like, oh, well, okay.
Well, it was fun when we were working at the theater and we had to every night report the grosses. And it was always fun when we got to report 0 for a movie.
Name me a movie that had 0. Can you remember?
Oh, no, overall? No. I mean, like, for that day.
No, that's what I mean, for that day.
Oh, I don't remember.
Was there a lot?
No, usually there was a ticket sold for something.
A ticket.
But, I mean, at least a ticket. But every once in a while...
Love Don't Cost a Thing?
Possibly. Could have gotten a Tuesday night
Cannon.
0... And I mean, usually they're also the ones that have been out for a while and they only have 1 or 2 showings a day and no one shows up to see.
Planes.
I want to guess Extreme Ops probably had a 0 day.
What was Extreme Ops?
It was a action adventure snowboarding movie where they got hooked up with spies. They were in the mountain in the snow.
What was the worst movie that you guys previewed? Because I previewed a lot with you guys.
The worst I ever previewed, I was stuck alone previewing, was Meet the Spartans. the spoof on 300 and those type shows.
I copped out on that one.
Oh,
You were not happy with me. Jay,
that
come
was-
on, Jay, we got a movie tonight. Okay, what are you watching? Meet Spurs. I don't think I can make it.
oh, that was terrible. Pluto Nash was a pretty bad
That
one.
was a bad one. Morris, do you remember?
I'm old. My memory's going. I just remember Queen Latifah being in a lot of bad ones.
Bringing Down the House? And
We had fun previewing Bringing Down the House.
I just remember you
Daddy
watched...
Daycare.
I missed that one.
A little funny thing. Morris was a manager at the same theater as Jeff was, and Morris was watching Bring Down the House, one of the reels, in one theater, and I think you were, 5 minutes ahead of us or so? And
Maybe.
Jeff and I were watching in the other theater, another version.
Yeah, we had
Same film.
multiple prints,
Yeah.
so each print had to be screened to make sure there were no problems.
And Jeff and Morris were both on walkie-talkies, basically saying that this is the most awful film ever. And all Jeff said was, "Oh, this is so bad." And Morris just came back with, "Exponentially, it gets worse. It gets worse."
Exponentially worse.
And me and Jeff just looked at you and go, "Oh dear God!"
And then we caught up to the point and we're like, "Oh my God, you were right." And he's like, "Exponentially."
And then you just wrote, and then you said back towards the end, "Titanium phone," and that's what it was. She saved the life because of a titanium phone.
So if you liked Bringing Down the House, I don't know
Why are you
you're listening to us. But if you want to defend Bringing Down the House, go tweet it at Jason.
Yeah, oh, thank you. Or Nickel at Graphic Nubs. Let him deal with that.
All
Yeah,
right.
Jeff, what do you got?
All right, what we got for this this weekend, the March 6th through 8th, the top 5 at the box office. Chappie made $13 million in its opening week, $49 million budget.
I still do want to see that.
I'm intrigued.
I didn't want to see it when I first saw it, but the more I see of it, I see Sigourney Weaver doing
Hugh
press
Jackman?
junkets and stuff, and it's like, oh, it looks better than it originally looked to me.
I think it's got a lot of legs. I think it's going to stay around for a while.
Legs.
Not crazy legs.
Oh.
Ficus?
Focus made $10 million.
I saw that. My wife wanted to see that for our anniversary. So we saw that.
Was it good?
It was like a Ocean's 11, Ocean's 13 type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Will
Will
you know
Smith.
that there's a plot afoot. It's fun. It's by no means a great movie. Nobody will remember it a year from now, but it was fun to watch.
Was it more comedic than the previews are showing? Because the previews are showing like really intense seriousness, some of it. The previews I saw. Is it like Ocean 11 or is it more serious?
It's not as lighthearted as Ocean's 11. It's not as stylistic. It doesn't have the Soderbergh 50s Vegas feel to it.
Okay.
But it's got the whole, there's something afoot the whole time, and you know that there's a plot afoot, that everybody's trying to fool everybody, and you know that that's happening, and you just kind of want to find out what it is.
Is Brad Pitt eating a lot in it? Sandwiches?
Brad Pitt's not in it.
I know, I'm just kidding. Ocean's 11, every scene he's eating.
Okay, well, it is up to $34 million on a $50 million budget. So I think by next week it will get its money.
Probably 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then, you hope for the overseas market to get its earnings.
And the Scientologists will go see it.
In its opening weekend, the second best exotic Marigold Hotel made $8.6 million on an unknown budget.
Okay.
I think that's the worst title for a movie ever.
But it's got Judy
But
Dench.
if you're doing a sequel to the best exotic Marigold Hotel, why wouldn't you do the second best?
I don't know. It seems like way too big a mouthful, and
It looks like something Wes Anderson does. I'm sorry, it does.
It
just
does.
because it has a hotel in it, and he just did
Just
a
the
hotel
whole
movie.
title and everything.
No, I honestly thought that when the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel first came out, I thought it was a Wes Anderson movie.
Not enough
Just
typewriters.
it kind of just the ads or whatnot kind of made it look stylistically like something he would do. I thought. Going on, The Kingsman is number 4. The Kingsman: The Secret Service. $8.3 million, a total of $98 million on an $81 million budget. So
Still want to see it.
make its money's back, and looks like, this is what, the third week in a row it was the number 4.
Yeah. Kingsman's just been hanging around for a
it's
while.
going to hang around. It's probably going to get a couple more weeks at about the same amount of money. Number 5 again for like the third straight week is the SpongeBob movie: Sponge Out of Water.
It was number 3 last week.
Oh, it's
moved
3?
down. Yeah, finally. It was number 3 for a couple weeks.
It looks terrible.
It does.
It looks horrible.
It looks awful. Take a drink.
Like I said, I heard it was better than that one George Lucas cartoon. That
Strange
just came
Magic?
out. Yes, I
Yes.
heard it was better than that by someone who has seen both of them.
This Millennium Falcon bottle opener has a better plot than Strange Magic and anything George Lucas does. Pew, pew.
And he's like one of your favorite movie directors, or well, at least movie creators, because of what he
Star
did
Wars.
for Star Wars.
Yes, yes.
All
Time to
right.
pull the plug on him.
But
But then he
SpongeBob,
did 2 Star Wars.
SpongeBob made $7 million, a total of $149 million on a $74 million budget. So it's like doubled its money.
Yep.
Go SpongeBob. That means there will be more. Upcoming, opening March 13th, Run All Night. That's another one of the Liam Neeson now as an action star.
Joel Kinnaman's in it, who's now Randall Flagg in the Suicide Squad movie.
Do I know who Joel Kinnaman is?
He's in The Killing, and he was the Robocop lead.
So I don't know who he is. Okay,
He
thank
was
you.
good in The Killing.
And also a live-action Cinderella movie.
Why?
Cinderella, night and day, it's Cinderella.
It's about the only good song. Oh my god. The cartoon's fine. We don't need any more fucking Cinderella live action movies.
I don't know.
I gave up free passes to that movie.
Oh, you didn't offer them to me.
Did you want to go see it?
I don't know when and where.
I think it was last week.
She has ridiculous eyebrows in the previews.
Who is it?
Cinderella. I don't know, but she's got these big bushy eyebrows that are ridiculous.
Stalking you. Ah. Run All Night, I'm intrigued by. I really want to see it now.
I'm going to wait.
Well, I'm
for
not paying
video
for it,
or-
but,
Oh,
you
I'm
know.
not paying for it.
So,
Cinderella is played by Lily James.
oh,
Do
Lily.
you see her eyebrows?
No, it's a very small little picture.
Well, small little picture should be all eyebrows.
She's wearing a black dress is all I can tell. I'm bringing her up now, but
Is she the woman in black?
you really can't see her eyebrows there.
What has she been in?
She has been in, let's see, Downton Abbey.
Oh, okay. My wife would know that.
And nothing else I've heard of.
Okay, good for her. Big break. It's got a bomb, right? Cinderella's got a bomb.
No.
My teenage stepdaughter is all excited about it.
Really?
These movies have been doing well. I mean, there were a couple of Snow White movies that did well.
I know.
Didn't they? What's the one they just did? The Maleficent. The Sleeping Beauty. So, I mean, the live action after Disney cartoons are becoming a little cash cow for them.
Cinderella. That's all I gotta say about that.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
That music means it's time for our top 5. This week, our top 5, we are doing top 5 Oscar-nominated Best Original Song.
Nominated or winners?
Or winners. Well, obviously, if they won, they were nominated first.
Blown away by your ability to show up.
That's the best way to win.
This was a tough one.
At first, I'm like, is there going to be enough songs out there that I actually like? And then I made a big list and thought, oh, God, now I got to figure out which 5 are worth mentioning.
I'm at 13.
My list was 24.
How was yours?
And
Morris?
I could have added more.
I had 64, and I broke it down into a bracket system, and
Like the NCAA tournament?
like the NCAA tournament.
How did you do the tournament?
I did it by time spans. I took a chunk of time. Like there were a certain number of good songs in this time span, then a certain number in this time span.
And then you fought each other?
And then they fought each other, and then the final 4 were from those different time spans, and then I just took some random song for the 80s for my number 5.
Some random song from the 80s? That's the majority of my list.
Take on me.
That was not an Oscar-nominated
Should have
song.
been. Take on me.
Well,
What movie was it in?
it
Nothing.
wasn't in a movie.
But the video looked like
and
a
the
movie.
song to be nominated has to be written specifically for the movie, not just something you throw on a soundtrack. That's why it's an original song. It has to be written for the movie. That's why a lot of musicals like Rent or Chicago, they're never nominated because they were songs that were been around for a while.
Okay.
Occasionally things like Evita, they wrote a song just to put in the movie, I think, so they can get a nomination.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
It was You Must Love Me, or I don't remember what it is.
Did it win?
I think it did win.
Oh, okay.
And I know Grease had a song written just for it because they wanted to showcase Olivia Newton-John singing.
Go Grease Lightning, go Grease
No,
Lightning.
not that one.
I know, but
And she didn't even sing in that one.
I don't know.
Have you heard the song Grease Lightning? It's what the
Go
guy's
Grease
singing.
Lightning, go Grease Lightning.
And I do have to say, I was highly, highly disappointed that nothing from Grease 2 was nominated.
I don't even think Grease 2 should have been named a film, but you know.
I mean, I thought I'd pick like all five songs that year are all going to come from Grease 2, and that would be my top 5.
Nothing came from Josie and the Pussycats.
No, it didn't. That song should have been.
No,
You're
no,
right.
it shouldn't.
Yeah, it should have.
Morris, you're number 5. You go.
I'm kind of embarrassed with my number 5, but
I'm embarrassed with my whole list. I have no musical taste.
I
but I
love
used-
my entire list.
but my number 5, I used to love this song, but it's Phil Collins.
Oh, God.
Against All Odds?
Against All Odds.
That made my
What was that
big
in?
list. Against All Odds.
I don't know what Against All Odds was.
It was a movie with...
Well, thank you. I know it was a film.
Wasn't it like a drug movie?
yeah.
I don't remember that.
Was it... Oh, I got to look it up. 'Cause I'm
Like
not...
overcoming addiction
No.
type of thing.
Okay.
Was it Rush? Was the name of the movie Rush, or was it Against All Odds is the name of the movie?
Against All Odds is the name of the movie. Jeff Bridges, Rachel Ward.
What year?
80. It's coming up here on the
82,
Computer. Wow.
okay,
Why
come on,
do you
computer.
like that song?
84.
It's powerful. It
I like the song too. James Woods and Alex Karras.
Oh. Alex Karras.
Yes. Swoozie Kurtz.
Wow. Susie Colbert? I want to kiss you, Susie. Okay.
it's just one of those songs that
It's catchy.
No, it's not really that it's catchy. It's like it pulls at your heartstrings. It's like it has some feeling to it. It's like it's I think one of the lines is, "You coming back to me is against all odds, but it's a chance I have to take." And
You're preaching to the choir. I'm a Phil Collins huge fan.
It's
here,
kind of
so.
a breakup song, really.
So, was this your wild card that you just put in there?
this is the one. This was second place in the
80s bracket.
80s, 90s, 2000s bracket.
Okay. My number 5 is God, I'm embarrassed by my list. I have no musical taste. It's a circle.
A swirl girl? It's a swirl girl?
Circle of life.
Oh my lord!
You were trying to sing "The Circle of Life" that whole time.
It's a circle.
I don't know why you're embarrassed. It's a good song.
It is a good song. It is. Lion King had a couple up, I think.
Yeah, Lion King had 3 nominated, and the best song from the soundtrack wasn't.
Fool, I will be your king.
No king, no king.
La, 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 la. Fools, I will be.
But you just said.
I will be your king, and you shall never go hungry again.
It looked like through the 80s and 90s, if a Disney movie came out, it was nominated for at least one
Beauty
best
and the Beast
song.
had 3.
Beauty and the Beast had 3, and the 2 best songs from that were not nominated, in my opinion.
And Little Mermaid had 3.
I thought it only had 2.
Maybe it had 2. I thought it had 2 or 3.
He's backing off his original 3.
I don't know.
It could be 3, but I thought, because I was looking at those, and honestly, I didn't even, like I said, I have like 24 things here.
Yeah.
None of them are Disney songs. I just kind of thought, well, the Disney songs, as good as they may be, they almost only have to do with that movie, and they don't stand apart from the movie. And for it to be a great song, it's got to be something other than just a little part of the plot.
I did it based on if the song has still stood the test of time for me. So that's why. And it was good.
So you didn't pick anything from this year yet because there was no test of time yet.
Well, I did. Shut it. Anyways, okay, moving on. Jeff, what is your number 5?
My number 5, I got a tie.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat. Well, there's a reason for this
Oh,
tie.
jeez.
Oh, come on. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We talked about it on Twitter today.
What's that?
Well, the first one in my tie for number 5 is the stumbled out of bed and tumbled to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition, yawn and stretch and try to come to life.
Working 9 to 5.
I mean, come on.
Did you just do that for Nickel?
I didn't do it just for Nickel. I mean, come on. Dolly Parton, I mean, it's a great song. It was a hit. Number 1. Great song.
Said a great song twice and it's not.
Enjoyable
Just 'cause you say
movie.
it.
It's a great song.
Yeah. What's that?
And it's tied with, because I'm going down in a blaze of glory. I never drew first, but I drew first blood.
So Blaze of Glory.
Blaze of Glory. John Bon Jovi. We celebrate John Bon Jovi Fridays. We celebrate
In the
Dolly
lunchroom?
Parton Tuesday or Dolly Parton Wednesdays in the lunchroom. So, man, and I think that was the closest to heavy metal song ever nominated for an Academy Award that I could find.
I love Bon Jovi, and that's not even my favorite song, so I couldn't even put it in there. Like, it wasn't even...
Oh, it is by far my favorite Bon
Really?
Jovi song. Yeah.
Really?
Were they both the same year, 9 to 5 and Blaze?
No.
No. Young Guns
81
2 was
and 90?
1990 was Young Guns 2. So, I wanted to put Bon Jovi. It was an honorable mention. But
I made, and then you were talking about, you tweeted, "Oh my God, I'm doing my list, and 9 to 5 was
I
nominated."
didn't even know 9 to 5 was nominated.
And then you're like, "Oh, and Bon Jovi was nominated." And I'm like, "Damn it, I got those tied at number 5." And I'm like, "Now I got to rethink my list."
But you didn't change it.
I rethought my list and decided that they deserved to be there.
So what's your number 4?
Let's see, number 4.
Young Guns 2.
Number 4, I'm going with "Lose Yourself," Eminem from 8 Mile.
Number 2. My number 2.
It was an honorable mention of mine.
If you know me, you know I really don't like rap music. Until this time, I didn't like anything I heard from Eminem, but that song...
That movie was good.
Yeah, that song grabs the feeling and intent of the movie, and it actually is a good rap.
I think it won too, didn't it?
Yeah, it did win.
I mean,
yeah, because I remember the day after that.
And at that point, he had won more Oscars. Eminem had won more Oscars than Martin Scorsese.
That's the first thing Jeff pointed out when he came into work the next day.
So did 3 6 Mafia. At one point. 8 Mile was good. It made even Brittany Murphy look good.
And that's tough to
terms
do.
of acting.
Yeah. But I mean that song might have been one of the first non-jokey rap songs that I actually ever liked. Most rap songs up to then were either "Fucking Police" or "I'm a better rapper than you are."
Talking about they're fucking the police?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, that's "Fuck the Police."
Oh,
that's
fuck the police. I know. Okay. Well, that's fine. You took my number 2. I'm going to take one of yours.
okay.
Number 4.
What's your number 4?
Everything is awesome.
Not on my list.
Wow. I love that song.
It's a good
is
song.
catchy.
It's a good song, but I mainly love the song because of the movie. Outside the movie, it's a little too poppy gummy ball for me.
My son sings it every single day, so I know it. So we sing in the car. But everything is awesome. He also sings "Working 9 to 5," unfortunately.
Hey!
He does.
Good taste.
Not for me. He doesn't sing it for me. It personified the Lego movie, just complete batshit crazy movie. It would have been great at the Oscars if you could hear them. But yeah, everything is awesome from the Lego movie. Lonely Island Group and Tia. Who's the other 2 girls that sing it?
Sarah and Tegan and Sarah? Or
That
something
sounds
like
good. Yeah. So Tara Reid. I don't know.
And it's really stood the test of time.
Fuck you.
Hey, that movie's been out for almost a year now.
Screw you. Moving on. Circle of Life. Okay, yours next.
My number 4 is the date rape song, the "Baby It's Cold Outside," which I really, really like. It's like this guy can't take no. He wants to have sex with this girl, and he won't take no for an answer.
What movie is that from?
I don't even remember. I was surprised that it was even from a movie. I saw it. But it was. I think it won. I think it won Best Song.
Did it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's cold outside? Wow. I don't even know what to say about that.
But I was reading up on it, and they were saying that when it came out, it was all about women's rights and everything because the woman
Keep saying no.
is out that, and she doesn't really care about or she doesn't care as much as she should about what the other people should think. And it's clearly a date rape song. It's about this guy trying to not taking no for an answer. Clearly not taking no for an answer. And I'm not saying that date rape is good, and that's why I like the song. I'm saying that it's oh my god, everybody sings this at Christmas time. And it's hilarious.
Originally recorded for the film Neptune's Daughter.
Oh. What year?
1944.
Okay.
It's
It
a
was
call
in
and
my old
response duet, usually performed by a male voice. Attempts to convince a guest, usually performed by a female voice, that they should stay together for a romantic evening because the weather is cold and the trip home would be difficult.
And you just summed it up. What's your number 3, Morris?
Number 3 is a song from a sequel to a cheesy horror movie sung by Michael Jackson. Ben.
I don't know that one.
Wow.
You don't know Ben?
I probably have, but I don't remember it.
I didn't really like that song.
Oh,
so.
I like Ben. I like it because it's the sequel to Willard. So
Okay.
it's Ben's the Big Rat, and he's singing this.
It was nominated?
The two of us, do, and he's singing
Nope.
to a rat, or essentially it's to a rat, but
It's kind of a love song to his pet rat.
but
Okay.
it's about being an outcast from society and nobody really loves you type of thing, but I love you, so it's.
I
all
love you
okay.
too, Morris. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
But-
Wow. Okay. I did not expect that one. Morris, this is why it's great having you on. You always go for the different ones, and, well, mine no taste. Okay, so my number 3. This is a great song. They just replayed it in a movie a couple of years ago when they remade the show, or they had come out with a new sequel. It's very touching. I just like the words on it. Okay. Rainbow Connection. Is that
That's my number 2?
Yes! From the Muppet movie.
From the Muppet movie.
It also was in the Muppets, but it was nominated in 1979.
Yes.
And love that song.
'Cause someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection,
The lovers,
the dreamers, and me.
That was in my Elite Eight against Ben.
Oh, Ben!
Lost to Ben.
God, I love the Muppets and everything they do. So my son just started watching the Muppet Treasure Island one.
Yeah.
And it was not bad. Not bad. Not the greatest, but it's Muppets, so I'll take it. So
But, yeah, obviously I liked it because, Rainbow Connection was my number 2.
What's your number 3, Jeff?
My number 3, this is the ultimate song you listen to anytime you just want to, get pumped up.
Can I guess?
Guess.
Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger. Rising up, out on the streets.
It's the Eye of the Tiger. It's the thrill of a fight.
Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. And the
one.
last known survivor stalks his prey in the night.
I'm glad you know the word more than I do.
Watching it all with the eye of the tiger.
1982. Rocky 3.
Rocky 3.
Clubber Lang. Rocky 3, one of my favorite Rockies, just because it's so bad, it's so good. It's not bad, it's just...
It's not...
I love Clubber Lang.
Yeah, Mr. T actually was pretty good in that movie.
So
that's about all Mr. T was good in.
Yeah.
And I even like the A-Team.
Too bad that wasn't nominated.
My number 2, Rainbow Connection.
Okay, my number 1? No,
2.
my number 2 was Lose Yourself. Eminem.
Oh, that's right.
Well, this is a quick one. Okay, Morris, your number 2.
Moon River from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Moon River. Every time I think of that, I think of Jim Carrey and Cable Guy.
Really? The song Breakfast at Tiffany's is so much better.
Well, Cable Guy. Cable Guy. It's Matthew Broderick. That's got to be good.
So we went from Breakfast at Tiffany's and Moon River to Jim Carrey and Cable Guy. Come on.
Come to bed. I got a carrot.
Well, let's let Jeff discuss Moon River.
Okay.
I like it.
It's a horrible song.
What did that beat out?
Seriously? Ben and then Moon River?
I really like the... Audrey Hepburn was so hot in that movie.
Yeah, but what did Moon River beat? Do you remember?
In your bracket, you even remember?
Oh, in my bracket?
Yeah.
From
that time period.
What time period was that? 60s? 50s?
Yeah, it was...
Probably something from The Greatest Show on Earth. If you don't have it, it's fine.
Yeah, great show.
Moon River. Moon River. Oh, God. Please tell me
my
your
number 2.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure your number 1's going to be better. What's your number 1?
It was actually a recent one from 2 years ago. The Moon song from Her.
Okay.
I really, really like that song.
Stood the test of time, 2 years.
It's more of a modern indie song. It's real bare and it doesn't really have much that goes along with it, but it's real. It really tugs at the heartstring. I guess that's what I'm going for with all these, except for Baby It's Cold Outside.
Date rape.
But it just tugs at the heartstrings. It makes you feel, and it gets you into the mood that the movie is attempting to portray. But the song itself gets you into that mood.
And it's called Moon?
The Moon song.
Oh, the Moon song, okay.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up because I don't think I know how that goes at all.
It's good with Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson singing it.
Oh, they're the ones that sing it in the movie?
You bastards. You have to buy the soundtrack. You can't get the preview for it.
Oh, it's not like... It's probably
or you can go to YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Everything's on YouTube.
It's trying to be nice. Okay. So that's your number 1, huh?
That's my number 1. I love it, and if I'm...
I have no room to talk. My number 1's embarrassing.
Well, you were embarrassed by Year 5, and Year 5 I thought was a perfectly good song to have on there.
Oh, no,
so.
you're going to mock me.
Oh, I probably will, but...
Everything I do.
Bryan Adams.
I do it for you.
Oh,
There's no one. Bryan Adams from Robin Hood, 1991. Oh, I love it. I love that song. I do it for you. Even my wife says it's a crappy song. I love
I'm not going to
Hood.
say I don't sing along when it's on the radio.
I love
But it
Robin
wasn't-
Hood. The movie is...
Oh, that was a terrible movie. I love the story of Robin Hood. I love other
my
Robin
God.
Hoods. That was a terrible rendition
love
of Robin Hood.
And
The song might have been the best part of the
The
movie.
director's cut is even better.
I don't know
So,
if I've ever seen the
Director's cut is Sheriff Nottingham's they put some scenes in that Nottingham. The reason why he was trying to take over is trying to unite some of the countries around it with all the bad guys and all that stuff.
Well, adding more
Morris
Alan
looks
Rickman.
Like he is shocked.
I am shocked that there is a director's cut to Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. Yes.
Did they cut out Kevin Costner's bad accent?
They just cut out Costner. No! Oh my god! Great movie, great song. Oh my god! Oh, so much better than the Russell Crowe version.
I think the Russell Crowe version is better.
Stop it.
And that's not saying much.
Stop it. So everything I do it for you. Okay, what's your number one?
Because there's no love
Like your love.
And no other could give more love.
Okay, number one for you, Jeff now.
My number one, it's probably about a decade old now.
Okay.
Love the movie, mainly because of the song.
Okay.
It is Falling Slowly from Once.
Okay.
I'm not sure I've ever even heard the song or heard of the movie.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, the movie
I'm
came
with
out
ya.
in the mid-90s. I mean, this song, I heard this song, and it made me want to see the movie because of this song. It's a duet sung by the actors in the movie. It was an independent movie.
Is it a musical?
It's about, I suppose you can call it a musical. It's about musicians, so they do sing some songs in it and whatnot. They made a Broadway play out of it with these
What's the name of the song again?
Falling Slowly.
Oh.
I'll have to.
And I mean, I could attempt to sing it, but I will by no means give it justice. I mean, I couldn't even. No, I couldn't ruin the song I love that much by singing it. So.
But you ruined everything I do for you. My number one.
I thought I improved it.
No.
Oh.
Bastards.
But okay, well, I'm gonna have to go find the Moon song, and you're gonna have to listen to.
And you guys
Falling
both have to
Slowly.
listen to everything I do for you.
We know that one.
Yeah, we can.
I'm well aware of that.
Yeah, you're allowed to be embarrassed by that
Well,
one.
I do have Randall Holt did ask me to. I don't know if it was a request, but I'm going to take it as. He asked me to do this. It's hard out here for a pimp, yeah. Whoop that shit. Whoop that shit.
Whoop, nah.
Whoop that shit. Whatever.
No,
It's hard out here for a pimp. That's all I got.
Oh God, I'm trying to remember how that song. That was on my short list. Probably would have fallen about 8 on my list or something. But I was cheering for that song to win the year that was up. Now, granted, I think there were only 3 songs out, and the other 2 were terrible. But Hustle and Flow, I liked that movie and that song. Obviously, them writing the song was a plot point to the movie.
Top 5 songs from Randall Holt. J. Holt, 666. Speaking of him, Ghostbusters, Live and Let Die, Over the Rainbow Connection,
He likes rainbows.
and Blame Canada. In no particular order. Here's my
all
issue
on
with
my honorable mention.
my problem is with Blame Canada. It wasn't even the best song. Of
No,
the South
no,
Park.
no.
The medley, the combination one where they sing. all four-
the La Resistance
Yes,
medley.
La Resi- that was
even
my
Uncle
favorite.
Fucker is even better.
Yes.
But they couldn't nominate that
Or
one.
okay. Don't say shit. Say okay.
Yeah, that was the one where they didn't cuss in.
Yes.
So that's why they nominated that one. If it was some of those others, or
La Resistance is my favorite.
as a guy at work today wanted to name America, fuck yeah, and I said it wasn't nominated.
America.
He's like, well, then the Oscars are just wrong.
No, they may be. Fuck yeah!
I had some guilty pleasures on my honorable mention. I had Believe from the Polar Express.
Okay, get the fuck out. Polar Express, really?
I like this song.
Do you like the movie?
He does. You don't?
No,
Oh, Jesus. Creepiest movie ever.
I thought you told me you liked it when it first came out.
I could have. I don't remember. I'm an old man. Take My Breath Away is another one.
That one is a guilty pleasure. I'll agree with it.
Unchained Melody.
I must have missed that one being nominated. Damn.
I had Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, 1969. Yeah. Plus, it was in Clerks 2, so that was awesome. Okay. I like that song, though.
The ones I liked, Arthur's Theme, Christopher Cross. I still like
Chris
that.
Cross?
No, yeah.
We'll make you jump!
And Somewhere Out There from American Tail. I cry every time I hear that song.
Really?
I want it so bad.
Are you crying now?
The pale moon.
Everything I do for you. Oh, here we go. We got the long resistance now, Larry. Everything I do,
and
I do for you.
Me tonight.
I had the Bare Necessities as an honorable mention. It's the Bare Necessities.
I was very careful to keep all the Disney songs off.
Yeah, I was pretty much the same way.
And I really, really wanted to put Mean Green Mother from Outer Space on there from Little Shop of Horrors. Mm-hmm. But it was a terrible song.
Yeah.
It's really a terrible song.
Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to put What's New Pussycat. But again, that's a bad song. It amuses me for the What's New Pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And I wanted to put Blazing Saddles on there.
That was actually
not a good song.
I did have one that you guys can mock me on.
Okay.
You'll be in my heart. Tarzan.
You mean, this is the song that won me the Oscar! As the South Park guys made fun of him.
Was anything from Cinnabon, Legend of the Spirit or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know. Bryan Adams had a couple songs nominated, but nothing from Spirit, Stallion of the Cinnabon.
Cinnabon gets away, sing a song. He gets caught, sing a song. The whole plot of Spirit.
Well, you put Bryan Adams #1 on yours, so I don't think you're allowed to make fun of him.
I love Bryan Adams. I do.
And didn't you also have the song from like Don Juan DeMarco or something
I don't
nominated?
know. I love Bryan Adams, and that's going to be the name of our title of our episode.
No, it's not.
I love you, Bryan Adams.
Okay, maybe I can agree with that.
I love you, Bryan Adams.
I love you, Bryan Adams.
Or Mean Green Mother from Outer Space.
No, it's a horrible song.
Or I love you, Bryan Adams, a.k.a. Mean Green Mother from Outer Space.
It's a pretty long title.
Yeah, last time we tried the long title, he took out the half of it.
It would have worked. You have a limit. Okay, so there's your top 5. Let's see here. We're also doing a contest. If you have a team that you want us to draft, send it on over to us.
Yeah, we didn't have a draft day today, so please send us some we can.
We do have some people sending them in. So.
Oh, good.
Let's see here. Bad idea number 154. Starting a political discussion on Twitter.
I'm a little stunned that's not higher up on the list.
Okay, it's 54.
Okay.
We're changing it. Number 54.
Wow, I think that should be like number 4.
But it's not.
There's 53 worse ideas out there.
Still looking for number 1. We know what it is. I can't say it. Not yet.
Political discussion on Twitter. God, that sounds terrible.
And Morris, thanks for stopping by.
Yes, thanks, Jeff. Short notice and all.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being a crazy homeless guy this week. Filling in for Blake.
Thanks for picking better songs than Bryan Adams.
You know what? It's a fucking great song. Fuck you. It's a great song. I love you, Bryan Adams. I really do. Come to our studios. I won't be weird. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history of not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are now leading the world of Musings of a Geek Podcast Network. Stay geeky, my friends.